to get the greatest common factor, you have to look at the numbers first. So for A, you look at 6 and 24. Okay, and the greatest common factors are for 6 are 6, 12, 18. For 24, the factors are 2, 3. Those are all the factors for 6, 2, 3, 1, and 6. For 24, it's 1 and 24. 2 times 12 is 24. 4 times 6 is 24. So you have to, know your multiples. So the greatest common factor is 6 when you look at the numbers, right? Because 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24. Now, if you look at the exponents, there's a 2 and a 3. For the variables, it's always the smallest of the two. So that's 6x to the second. All right, if we look at this bottom one, we have 2, 6, and 12. Well, 2 is a factor of all of them, and that's the biggest one. So 2 is going to be the biggest common factor. And if we look at the x's, it's x to the third, x to the second, and x to the first. So the smallest one is x to the first. So those are the two common factors, the greatest common factors. So now if we look at this multiple choice, if we look at 36 and 24, the factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 18. 24, the greatest common factors are 1, 2, 3 goes into 24, 4 goes into 24, 5 doesn't, 6 does, 7 doesn't, 8 does. All right, so the greatest common factor is 6, right? Oh, or did I forget one? What about 12? 12 goes into 36 and 12 also goes into. So this is the greatest common factor. All right, and so it's 12. X squared and x is going to be x. And then y to the fourth and y to the seventh is y to the third. Okay, so that was choice. Y to the fourth, I'm sorry, is the smallest one. There is no y to the third. This is the fourth, and that's the seventh. So it's choice number 1. All right. So now this one, they're asking you to find the greatest common factor and then factor it out. It makes it look like a distributive property. So for B, the greatest common factor of 50 and 30 is 10. And you open up a parentheses. Now 50 divided by 10 is 5x plus 3. So if you multiply them, you would get what you started with. Okay, let's look at this one. This one has 24 and 32. The GCF of 24 and 32 is 8. And x squared and x is x. So this goes on the outside of the parentheses. And then you have to divide. 24 divided by 8 is 3. X squared divided by x, you subtract the exponents, is x. 32 divided by 8 is 4. And x divided by x is 1, and we don't write it. Okay? And if you have three things like e, right, the greatest common factor, 6, 12, and 3 is 3. X cubed, x squared, and x is x. Now you divide. 6 divided by 3 is 2. X to the third divided by x, you subtract the exponents, x squared. And then minus 3x divided by 3x is 1. Right, so we got 2x squared. 12x divided by that is minus 4x plus 4x. And then minus 1. Okay, so I hope that helps. Have a good night.